Yo, what's going on YouTube? And in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a market watch. We're just going to be checking out what has been going on in the scene and in between. No, it's been a little second. I ain't been around doing my own thing, but I've been coming up in the world, at least trying to. So, so I can provide y'all a little bit of that content, baby. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, I've been out of the game for a little second. I ain't been participating, but I've been watching. Yeah, I mean, been in the shadows and everything such as in between. And I am very surprised to see that the price right now for all the cards coming out of OP 11 is actually, not hurting people's pockets. You know what I mean? Like, this is actually some really affordable stuff we got going on here. And because everything seems so affordable right now, we wanted to talk about. So you guys have probably watched the Trillion Market Watch videos by now. You know what I mean? I'm not finna go over the ins and outs of this. Y'all see these cards. I know that these prices are up and their prices are down. We all know right now this is a good time to buy. Like, you're seeing all these cards that are main meta tier or whatever the case may be inside a lot of these decks. So you want to pick most of these up while they're for the low. Just because, you always want to pick things up out of the set while they're on the low. Even if it's just the, what do you call those? The glitching. Call them the pre-releases. Even the pre-releases. In your pre-releases, you want to have those. If those are on the low, get you some pre-releases. You know what I mean? Get you a hold of those. All these are pretty standard price right now. Most of this is bulk. I say if you got a theory, you want a theory craft on, go ahead and craft it or whatever the case may be. Just get your Don. That cat Don actually does look pretty sick. I think I want to pick me up some of those. I didn't even know that was in here, but I'm gonna pick that one up. That's dope. That's dope. I like it. But yeah, so most expensive card we got going on right now is the Luffy from EBO, but that's EBO. That's just like I said. That's everything out of here though is just super cheap. I would say buy arts like this Reiju. I'd say just go ahead and buy the art of those right now. Whether $10, like $10 for art is always good. And that's a good art with a good effect. And you never know when they might give something to raise you to just boost it up a little bit more or make it a little bit more powerful. So, by all means, grab. I say any of the arts right now. I think all the arts in this set are just super low. Just ain't no sense in picking them up. Ain't no sense in not picking them up. 55 or 60 for that. That's a little up there. That's actually just a badass art. And I wouldn't even mind picking this one up for the 30 because it actually just looks really cool. It just looks cool. That's a dope ass image of Kobe. I would buy that just as a collective because come on now, Kobe look hard as fuck with that. With that motherfucking hope. Hitting that motherfucking. My bad. I just was reminiscing. I had to get caught. I was caught in the moment. I was remembering the episode. I know all my fellow One Piecers know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all remember when he had hit that motherfucking Impact Hope Impact? Which one is it? Hope Impact I can't. You know what the fuck he did, alright? Shit. It's a weird ass looking Big Mom. It is a weird ass looking Big Mom. But I'd still pick that up though. Let me see here. What else we got? You know what I mean? We got, what I'm saying? Like I say, the alts in this set are super affordable. That Kuzan art, I would grab that. I'd grab that simply because you don't know when that Kuzan might take off, when it might become relevant. All these cards always, you never know. 25 for the alt art 8-drop Luffy. 25 alt art 8-drop Luffy. This is good. I think that this is a really good price for this. I think that if you have the ability or affordability to grab this right now, definitely grab it. It says, when attacking, you may trash one card from your hand, return up to one of your opponent's 4 costs or less to the owner's hand, then give up to 1 Dawn to your leader or characters, and it has rush. I mean, name a deck where that wouldn't be getting. You know what I mean? That's just a rush 8 that swings, bounces, and gives Dawn. It's generically good. Fits in every blue deck. Literally every blue deck. You can run this as a staple in any blue deck, and I can't imagine it not being good. And it's $25 right now. I think that this is a steal. I think this is a really good card to grab. I think that once we get past the blue-purple Luffy hype, we're going to start seeing how these decks, or how these cards can transition into other decks and work really, really well in other decks. Because this is a really good aggressive card. Like I said, it works in a whole bunch of things. The biggest thing that comes to mind right now is VB. I know that VB is just not been a good leader. I mean, she's just slowly on her progressive grind. She's kind of sort of coming up, whatever the case may be. But Vivi can run this, and it is already a rusher, but that's not the point. You know, it can just still do damage, move stuff. It's very, very good. So I know I'm giving this car a lot of flowers, but I think, you know, you should pick it up at 25. That's just me personally. This is market watch for this set. I got my own personal set of opinion on cars that I would pick up because I think that they're just good generically and you should be picking up right now. This Gum Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. You may rest 3 Dawn cards if you and your opponent have a total of 5 or more live KO to one of your opponents. And then what's the other effect? Yeah, up to one of your leaders gains plus 3,000. It's a yellow event. It could have been a different color. That's probably why it's so low, because yeah, it definitely could have been a different color. Definitely should have made that different color. Alright, but like, yeah, no, that's just like my personal opinion on this set. Pretty affordable right now, pretty cheap. Definitely pick it up for 100,000%. Pick it up like these Rayleigh's SPs. It's an SP, you know what I mean? Pick it up, Stussy, SP. Pick it up. Shanks, a little high. Sheer Hoshi, a little high. That's actually a pretty cheap manga. Oh man, are the mangas getting cheap? Okay, that explains why. The real money's over here in this. Luffy. Okay, cool. And we have an even more. How do we have an even more expensive Luffy than that Luffy? What in the flingity flam fluck? Man, to have that luck. Would you play this, or would you flex with this, or would you sell it? I mean, obviously you sell it, you silly barstool, but you know you gotta flex with it one time. Like, yeah. I guess it like that. I pull it like that, baby. Yeah, I pull it like that. I pull it like that, baby. Yeah. A type of game, baby. Yeah. No, but yeah, that's pretty much the watch on this set. When it goes back to the cards that I personally say you should be picking up, let's think about what's coming out and what is happening in the meta over, you know, in the East. Think about those cards. Think about what's happening right now. Think about how you want to play progressively. I know a card that I personally am enjoying right now, and I picked up a couple of. And now this isn't me promoting. This is just me saying I think that this is a good card. I don't have like 25,000 copies of this sitting in the back somewhere. All right, I just think it's a good card. But hold on, I can't think of the name of it, so I gotta go through my deck to figure out the name of it. All right, it's Conquer of 3 Worlds. So if you were playing purple of any kind, look at that right there. So if you're playing purple of any kind, I think that you should be running this card. And I think you should be picking this card up right now. And the reason why I think that you should be picking up this card right now, if you're playing purple of any kind, because its ability is Dawn -1, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 8 or less. The trigger is to add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active. Really good trigger. Add to Dawn. It's KOing a creature on board that is a 8 cost for 5 Dawn, -1 Dawn. So most of those category blockers, out of here. Most of them 8-drop kids, out of here. Most of them anything in between. It's out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend picking these up. I recommend that you grab these and that, you know, you get a hold of these so that, you know, you have these in your pocket, because they are pretty good right now in the format of 8s. This is a format of 8s and 5s, so you want to make sure that you can get rid of 8s and 5s, and this is a really good event that's low costing that gets rid of 8s. So I recommend, if you're playing purple, like I said, any kind, you go ahead and put this in your deck, because it's going to simply be able to clear out your opponent's big bodies for low cost. You know, in decks like purple black Luffy, you know, you play this instead of your what is it, what is that event? Y'all know the one that y'all played, costs 2 Dawn, it spins a card, it's got the rope on it. Y'all know what it is, okay? You can play this instead of playing that, or you can play them both, and now you have the ability to get rid of 5s and 8s, which is going to be a lot more effective for the game moving forward, because I promise y'all, this is going to be a lot more relevant of a card. Like it's going to be a relevant card because again, it has a lot of versatility to it. There are a lot of problematic cards in the game right now, and if you're blue, you're playing Red Rock. Not everybody has access to Red Rock, but if you're playing purple, then you just play this card. Just play it. It just only makes sense. You know, that's my sermon. I know that I'm working against myself, giving up the tech, but I'm telling y'all right now, this is what it is, and y'all should be playing this. Alright? But that is my secret tech for the day. I ain't give y'all no more away. Y'all get to have the shosh, so everybody can be the boss. But I fucks with y'all. So I fuck with you. Peace.